Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another great episode of Kyndra's Corner. Man, I got some legendary special comedians who are in the building today. But before I go ahead and bring these gentlemen on, I need y'all to please make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe. Y'all turn that notification bell on because I don't need y'all missing any more of these exclusive interviews, podcast episodes, all that good stuff. First person I'm going to bring to the stage. He likes dealing with women whose vaginas don't come tight anymore. They just come boot cut. Caleb, quit dealing with these women with these boot cut vaginas. What the heck is wrong with you?
Hey man, boot cut jeans, boot cut. I'm all about the boot cut. You know,
I see.
It's great because once you get, I don't know how to go riff off this. This caught me off guard. I was ready for anything.
I know you weren't.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, okay, boot cut. Okay. What can I say? The older, it's like wine. The older they get, the more experience. It's like milk, The longer you leave it out, the better it tastes.
All right, let me go to the next person. He had a job where they had emailed him saying, thank you so much, but they found a better candidate. And so he decided to go up to that job and fight not only the boss, but that candidate. Ryan, come on now. Like, what's going on, bro?
What, I've graduated from emails and I'm on my way to females, Kyndra. I can't even tell you where I'm going next. It doesn't even matter. I might end up with Caleb walking down hallways of the Pussyville. Who even knows? It doesn't even matter. I'm ready for anything.
Let me bring the last person. He knows that he can't sing, but he still decides to volunteer to sing at someone's wedding, and they always allow him. Cam, please, you are scaring children out here. Why do you keep volunteering while you can't sing at a wedding or a funeral at that?
First of all, Second Amendment. Second of all, so I can sing. Second of all, it's best when it's not my own wedding or not any wedding I was invited to. Just showing up at other people's weddings.
What size boot cut you got?
Seriously. I'm trying to yep, that's me. That's my persona.
What's the bride like? How old?
And also, Ryan, I don't know if it was my audio, but all I saw was you not talking. Like you were talking, and I didn't hear anything, and everyone else was laughing. And I'm like, he's killing it right now. I can't hear him. He's killing it. 5 stars.
Oh man, yeah, that's usually what women leave on my Yelp reviews. No, all right. No, all right. They don't.
Can you hear us, Cam?
I cannot hear Ryan. I can hear.
Oh,
I can
can't.
hear.
Can't hear me, huh? Hello?
Which is so. Why would it just be me?
Wait, you can't try log out Cam and then come back in. See if that might. All right, so while Cam's doing that
all over again.
You guys,
I can hear you.
Ryan.
it'd be funny if you guys couldn't hear me and you guys were just laughing on cue with when I You're like,
When he comes back, should we just pretend like we're all talking, but he can't hear us?
Okay, can y'all hear me? Oh shoot!
We can hear you, Cam.
Oh my god! Oh shoot! Oh my god! This being live made it very nervous. Oh my god!
Oh god! It's okay. It's all good, man. It's all good. Well, let me go ahead, Cam. Let me start off with you. Let's talk about the interesting news of the week. This is a true story. This happened in Arizona. I don't know if you guys have been. I know Caleb said he hasn't been to the USA, but Arizona is it's a desert. So
they
you
make
go
iced out there, I think. No.
Yeah, it's like 195 degrees right now. All right, so a 92-year-old Arizona woman shot and killed her only son after he suggested it was time for her to go into a care home. What are your thoughts on that, Kim?
It's a conversation you always fear with your parents, isn't it? You have to bring it up to them like, hey, maybe it's time. Let's sell your property. I'll take over everything, all your finances. Don't worry. And let's put you in a place I will visit less and less. My thing is, though, you got shot by a 92-year-old woman who clearly was not taking care of herself well, so you were going to put her in a home. Yet you still got taken out by her. That's on you. That's a bad son in a lot of ways.
Good answer. Caleb, what are your thoughts?
92. Yeah, Cameron kind of touched on that. I was thinking like a 92-year-old woman, if she can fire I gotta have questions like what kind of gun was it? How far away was it? Because like if it was if you're telling me that he's sat there, he's like, oh, she's got a gun. Oh, she's aiming it at me. Oh, she missed the trigger a couple of times. Hold on. Oh, now she's fired it. Oh, now I got. Like, how do you let a 92-year-old anyway? But also at the same time, I can also think, I don't know. My mum's a bit like I'm thinking about my mother now, and I'm like, she'd shoot me if I tried to tell her to put the wine bottle down. So like, I can sort of see the potential reaction for her.
Ryan, go ahead. What are your thoughts?
I'm right there with you. You both there. I mean, I honestly, I feel like I'd like to be able to disarm like a 92-year-old woman. Like, I don't know how old her son is though, because at the same time you're thinking like, okay, like 92-year-old woman, her son's like got to be what, like maybe in his 70s, his early 70s. Like, so maybe obviously maybe he's old too, but then again, it's just like in my 70s, I'd still like to, feel like I could hang with the kids in there. I've seen some of those actors, they're getting a little ridiculous now. Like Sylvester Stallone, that guy's like 70 something. The guy's like, I don't think I could take him in a fight, which I feel like that's like rare. Most 70-year-olds, I see them, I'm like, dude, don't even try me, buddy. I mean, I go around, I bully them. It's the best time to do it. This is the best people to bully if you're going to get in a fight with anybody or an argument. You start above 70, you're like, you better watch your mouth, buddy. What's he going to do? But now he might shoot me is what I'm finding out.
My only thing is that like I didn't know, like, I've shot a gun. I don't know if you guys have ever shot. Like I've been to the range, shot a gun. It's very hard. Like the trigger, it's hard. It's like I don't know how she was strong enough because I was struggling when I try to shoot a gun at the range.
Maybe that's the answer to the gun violence is that we have to shoot guns instead of shooting people, huh?
I'd like to think the last thing she said to her son, can you cock this?
Hey, check out. Is there a bullet in the barrel?
but you know what? My thing is this, right? She said this is her only son. I just kind of wonder, how much has she hated him? Like she basically has probably hated him her entire life, like his entire life. And this was like the final structure. Like listen. If he mentions something that I don't like, home out of here. Oh, he's done. Like, bro, you just sat there. You really thought that you were big.
I just imagine it's like the scene from Star Wars where they're sitting down at the cafeteria.
Yeah,
and
that's exactly what I was just thinking. Like, yeah, sitting at the table. Like the paperwork just got read to her, and she was like, "Huh." And you want me to go to Windy Farm Hills? Like, exactly. And she's like, I don't think so. And it's like the gun's been pointed at him under the table the whole time. It's just like, how do you not see the approach of her pulling the gun too? It's like 90 years old. It's like, where are you hiding it on a night? Does she have a holster or something? Like, I think
it'll be a purse. And she's like, oh, let me just go sign here for a second.
Yeah. She goes,
stay there.
It's like getting shot by a musket. How did you not see it coming?
Yeah.
Like, even if the gun's under the table, I bet every muscle in her body has the tense up for her to pull the trigger.
Premeditated. She bought the gun like when she was younger, and she's like, "I'm gonna have to kill somebody one day."
It's been cocked for years.
Yeah. It's just she cocked it when she was younger. She was like, "Yeah, I won't be able to do this anymore at a certain age."
I was crazy in my 30s.
And I was at the age where like her son's just been born. She's like, "Oh, I won't need this anymore."
One day. One day.
Hit him with the Godfather. She's like, I have to use the bathroom.
Let me come to Cam real quick. I'm gonna start. That brings me to my random polls, right? So it's two-part A and part B. Let's see if we can get through both of them. So part A of the random poll is, what's something either your parents or grandparents or an elderly person that you knew absolutely refused to give up no matter what?
My mom's pistol. Despite all our recommendations that she should not have it, she absolutely kept on to that. That and smoking. Those are the two longest committing things any member of my family has been able to do. I know grandparents, the last thing they want to give up is like their home. They love living, no matter how dangerous it is, no matter how slippery the tile constantly is in their 90s. So I think their rights, they hold on to their rights a little bit too long for my liking.
Are they like subscribed to Life Alert in case something happens?
No, they're like, we'll call. We'll call you guys.
We're busy. Like, no, you guys better.
Hey, I know you're in Ohio, but I did just fall on the floor. Could you?
So let me ask you part B before I come to Caleb. So part B, what would you say is the most stubborn thing you've ever seen an elderly member do?
I've seen my. I think I've seen like my dad in his old ages, like in his 50s, still get in like road rage fights, like on the side of the road over nothing. So much just like, hey, I don't like the way you drive. And he goes, we got to go tussle in the dirt now. That's what we got to do. That's how we settle things here in Florida.
Now, let me ask you, has your dad ever got his butt whooped because he came across the wrong person? He still hasn't learned.
My dad would pick a fight with anyone despite the odds, the numbers against him. I think I once saw he was like in his 50s. He picks a fight with like a 23-year-old. I'm like, dude, he's got the stamina. You've been smoking for 40 years, Dad. You can last in a 13-second fight. That man's not even warmed up yet. This one needs to go.
Caleb, let me come to you. So part A of the random poll, what's something that either your parents or grandparents absolutely refuse to give up no matter what?
Okay, my grandfather, he refuses to give up his seat no matter where he is at. Like if it's a bus, public transport, pregnant lady comes in, will not give up his seat, will not budge. And look, you just sit there like, you're not taking my wheelchair from me. And I mean, fair enough, he bought his own chair.
Oh gosh. Well, here's part B. What's the most?
Part B, I'd have to say the most stubborn thing would have to be my grandma, because even though she pushes my grandfather around in the wheelchair all the time, she refuses to push him back home. So she just
He's fighting his way back. He comes home.
Where have you been?
Okay, Ryan. So part A, something that your parents or grandparents absolutely refuse to give up no matter what.
So my great grandmother, I mean, until like the last like month she was alive, she was a skeet shooter. She would shoot like clays. She liked shooting shotgun clays.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, where they'd be like, pull, and then she'd shoot the clays. Like,
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that was like her like hobby. And like, I don't know, when she died, like she had a bunch of shotguns my dad went and got, and then we had to like learn how to use them. That was like the only time I probably shot a gun was I've shot a couple guns actually, but yeah, the shotguns were pretty fun. I was like, can't believe it, like the kick to it. I was like, how old was she when she was doing this? She was like 80 something when she was doing that. I was like, that's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. Got you. You say your great grandma. How old was she when she passed away?
She was like in her 80s for sure.
Wow.
I was like a kid. Yeah, I met her a couple times. It's kind of interesting. Okay. I got her. She was an original Rosie Red. Fun fact. Yeah, I got her stadium seat from Crosley Stadium sitting right over there. That's kind of fun.
She boot cut.
Cool.
Yeah.
Brian. Okay, you're good, Caleb. Brian, part B. So what's the most stubborn thing that you've ever seen an elderly family member do?
You know, I don't know if it's been an elderly
or just a family member.
Yeah, I would say just like an elderly person in general. Something that they won't give up is just working. You know, You ever see somebody that's just like they don't have to work and they're just like, no, I have to. I'm gonna do it anyway. And I'm like, dude, you're a piece of shit. I'm like 30 right now, and I would love to not work. I would train you on my job. Do that until you die, man, if you want. I mean, I sit around at my job and I watch people die at my job, and I'm like, this is crazy. I was like, oh my god, You should have quit like a week ago or something. But I get it. If you die on the clock, you get crazy benefits. So you're like, all right, like I've seen people die a week after quitting, and I'm like, dude,
What a week.
there was like 50K just like waiting for your family if you just waited.
Yeah. You know what? That's the thing about, I don't know, like, Caleb, let me ask you this question. Like, you know, here in America, you know, I feel like really here in America, unless I might be wrong, you guys, you know, people at the bottom can tell me if I'm right or not. But the thing is, they don't care about you. Like when it comes to these jobs and stuff like that. Like there was a girl who actually she got killed, you know, at home, and so like they had a moment of silence for her, and then like they put her job on Indeed, you know, the same day, right? Let me ask you, Caleb, real quick before I answer these questions. Do they care about your mental health in Australia?
They pretend like they do. They have like, so that they don't. They do not. All right, they don't care. I've been in jobs where they're like, "Oh, you have a mental breakdown, so is 9 p.m. good for you? You're still able to come in, right?" They are the people that will show up at your funeral just to check to see that you're still on, or you found a replacement for your shifts. Like these guys, no care whatsoever. They have a thing. I don't know if they do over there, but it's called like an "Are You Okay" day, where in Australia once a year, they have a day called "Are You Okay" day. And what will happen is they'll come in there and be like, "Oh, let's ask people if they're okay," and they'll bring in like little cupcakes, which, you know, I think it's a good trade. You know, depression cupcakes. I think that's pretty, you know, fair trade in my opinion. But they'll come in there and they'll check with you, and it's like these guys aren't trained. So if you sit there and you say, "No, I'm not okay," they'll be like, "Brian, are you okay? You doing good?"
Oh, that's so great.
Depression and cupcakes. First of all, that's the name of my autobiography.
That is.
I love it. I love it because the guy's probably sitting there. He's like, yeah, he probably doesn't own a gun, so he's not going to kill himself that way. So,
Like, you get no mental health.
They've like, yeah, we don't even really need a number for that. People aren't shooting themselves.
No, they come in the office in the morning like, "Oh,
Yeah.
anyway."
Well,
just swinging the chandelier.
You guys just hanging out in here?
Great, another one. We got to cut him down now.
Get the janitor.
Well, you know what?
Put the application up on Indeed.
I thought in Australia, like, I was like, maybe it's better there, right? They probably really care. And if you die, then they really have a month-long service of, you know, remembering you, even if you kind of were a piece of crap, like they really, you know, but I guess not.
But they
They'll only remember the bad things about you.
Wait, say that again, Cam?
I said they probably only remember you for a month if they can't find your body.
Very good.
Hey, you remember that one lazy employee that just didn't show up to work? Like, oh yeah, he died. Yeah, piece of shit, isn't he?
Well, I want to go ahead and answer this. So I would say for part A, my dad, he's passed away now, right? But the one thing that he, like, it reminded me, Cam, when you were talking about how your dad likes to just do road rage fights just for no reason. Like, I guess he writes it off on his taxes, right? You know, so my dad was the same way. Not road, but he didn't give up his attitude. So let me tell you, I'm gonna paint y'all this picture, right? So I would say a few months before he died, he actually had a prostate cancer, right? But here's the crazy thing. He knew for years he had it, but he didn't want to do anything about it. He didn't want to go get it checked, get it fixed, none of that. I'm like, bro, like, what the heck is wrong with you? But whatever, you know, he didn't give up his pride or anything else like that, right? So, and you know what? Hold on. The crazy part is there was a guy, one of the many women that my father was with, right? But anyway, this woman, I guess she stayed around long enough, right? The last one, right? Her son gets up there on the podium. This is the same funeral that he sung at my dad's funeral, okay? So he gets up there on the podium. He's on the podium and he's like, you know, his name is Troop. He's like, you know, Troop, he was a better father than my own father. And just like how Ryan went up to the job and fought that guy who he got replaced by and the boss, I got up there and I threw hands. And Cam remember that day. He had to like swing me off. Back to the story. My dad, so he's what Caleb was talking about with the wheelchair. He's in this motorized cart And so I had to take him to his doctor's offices all day that day. And so this small, she probably was like 16-year-old, like frail kind of white girl. And he started yelling at her in the chair. Imagine somebody is yelling at you, pointing, going off. They're foaming at the mouth like they got rabies. And they're just pointing about his medication. He whirled away. And I said, listen, I'm so sorry. My father's sick. And she looked like she wanted to cry, y'all. I'm like, Dad, how dare you? Right? We already look alike. I didn't even want to be seen with that man. Just like how Caleb said, Grandma won't even will him back. That's how I want to just leave him at the store and let him find his way back to the house with the motorized cart that belongs at Walmart. Okay. So my dad, like I said, he never gave up his attitude. He used to just talk about everybody, whatever. I would say the most stubborn thing I've ever seen an elderly family member do. I wouldn't say a family member, but this guy, he was in his 70s. He was one of my former car mechanics. He still had unforgiveness towards his son for wrecking his car from 40 years ago. I'm like, sir, it was 40 years ago. Leave it alone. I ain't forgave him yet. You've had 10,000 other cars since then. It's a car. Let it go, bro. But whatever. What?
That holding a grudge thing is real. It's like if you were born in, it's like seeing that thing. It's like if you were born between the years of this and this, it's like you hold a grudge for sure. Like I know people that are dying on hills today actively.
I'm like, 40 years. Here's my thing, right? We all have had at some point. You're not human if you haven't had it. We've all had an unforgiveness towards somebody, right? But at some point, let it go, because that like forgiveness, not it's kind of, what do they say? It's like you're drinking poison, expecting the other person to get sick and stuff like that. And again, it's a journey. But I'm like, bro, it's a car, right? But neither here nor there. It is. I guess it's easier said than done. He's probably still mad. I'm like, sir. He's like, I said, do you still talk to him? Oh shoot! I just thought about it. My uncle still has unforgiveness towards his sister and then like from something that happened 50 years ago. And I'm like, so why do you still invite her to the house? I mean, he's like, because I don't really hate her. I just don't like her a lot. I'm like, but y'all don't like each other. Like, what do you like? And he's upset because he's like, oh, she's trying to get me fired. And then I go ask what actually happened from her side of the story. Then she's like, he's a crook. He's a scammer. He's a thief. He's this. He's been in jail multiple times. I don't know really what the true story is. I think they both owe each other money. I'm not exactly sure, but they both are just angry at each other for something that happened 50 years ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, yeah. Like let it. Oh, wait, hold on. Here's something else. My uncle, the same uncle, he has unforgiveness. His dad is dead now, right? It's been dead for like over 30 years. He's like, I still hate that man because he left our home for 10 years to go to work out somewhere in Chicago. And I'm like, sir, the man is dead. He went to go start a better life for you and all the family, whatever.
I can see that bubbling in me where I'm having grudges with my own elderly family member. Like my auntie, for example, I'm having a grudge towards her because she won't stop wearing like these like high heels that she wore back in prom. Because she just likes the attention it gives her when she falls off the stairs, and it just really bothers me. All right, we're coming over to celebrate, but come on.
I'll tell you what, I'll hold a grudge too. If anybody ever tries to put me in a home, I'll for sure kill them when I'm 92. That puts me in a home. I'm gonna keep that thing on me when I'm over 90 for sure.
Me personally, I'm going to hold a grudge. If I ever go to Australia, I'm going to hold a grudge against whatever kangaroos come my way. And I'm going to make that my whole identity. You're going to come to my cabin in Australia, a bunch of kangaroos on the wall.
Little kangaroos.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Y'all are funny. Caleb, go ahead. Tell everybody where they can support you. Tell us what show do you have coming up, for the Australian audience or people in the USA can come see you.
I'm just on the scene here and there. Nothing too big lined up. My Instagram is @Caleb Schilling, which is the name. It's the show up there. Everyone see that? Is that good?
Yeah.
I want to just point at like the ground somewhere. Let's just here, guys.
Right there. I see.
Right there. There you go. Just check a follow, and I'll just sort of advertise if I'm at a show or whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Cam, go ahead. Tell us where they can find you, your socials, all that good stuff.
So as you can see, my socials are Cam cracks jokes. Hold on, let me see.
It's other way,
Right-
Cam. Other way.
right here.
Other way.
Okay.
No.
Cool. Yep.
Right.
There we go.
Move your
Right.
hand over. Right there. There it is.
Shit. Right here. Follow me here. It was hard to find for everybody. Don't worry. Easy to find on Instagram and TikTok. Those are my main social medias. I am the resident MC host at Coconuts Comedy Club here in St. Pete Beach, Florida. So if you're ever visiting the trade winds there, we're the resident comedy club there. Always got headliners there, always doing shows. I got shows I'm doing in Tampa. I got a show I'm doing tonight. It's going to be a red flag show where the audience is going to hold up red flags every time a joke doesn't land. So if you get enough red flags, you're kicked off the stage.
Damn.
It's going to be humbling. I'm so excited.
We have one here, but it's like Nerf guns, and you just shoot
Yes.
the guy that's on stage.
Those are the only guns you guys can have.
That's the ones I fired.
He's shooting at the kangaroos. Why won't they stop?
It's like nerf
They're just so
biggest
funny.
market. It's just gangs rolling around with them strapped. They're like, dude, you better back off, man.
Just throw the guns.
Oh,
Made 'em
God. Ryan, go ahead, take us out, end us out.
You can find me loitering outside of any gas station from 10 to about 4 a.m. I'll be hanging out there trying to sell cigarettes to kids because it's profitable. What are you gonna do, right? Kids love smoking them. I love selling them. No, all right. Find me on my socials. Yeah, seriously. If you guys are ever in Philly, feel free to hit me up. I'm like outside the city from Philly, but I'm like right there, and I'm down for whatever anytime. You stay here if you want, if you need to. Single man, you stay wherever you want. The couch here, there's a chair there.
I don't know if he was saying he was a single man or he was requesting a single man.
No. I actually will leave. The girls are on their way. They're gonna be here soon.
The lighthouse painting really
Usually girls
screams
here. It's actually
bitches.
I'm actually in Maine right now. It's like I know. Hand painted by Picasso. He was here before he died. Yeah.
Picasso visited the main lighthouses.
But no, he painted this one outside Philly, but it's crazy. I'll sell it to you cheap.
Hilarious.
Picasso's just the name of his neighbor. It's not actually the guy you think.
Yeah, it's actually a man named Picasso. Yeah. Named after the artist.
Y'all are funny, man. Y'all are funny. Well, listen, man, I thank you guys so much for each and every one of my guests. Ryan, thank you for, like I say, just being a repeat offender of comedy on here. Thank you so much.
Whoa, they're going to clip that. That's going to look bad. I'm offended nobody ever.
So, Ryan, where were you on the 12th of the 6th?
I knew this was a sting.
Cam, thank you so much again. Congratulations again in order because Cam is a new father. So thank you so much, Cam.
Congratulations.
So very proud of you, man. I'm glad your wife
Getting no
didn't leave you. She's here. That's good. That's good.
Bootleg. Boot cut.
And Caleb, thank you so much. I'm so glad I came across your page. And I know because I shouted Caleb out, I'm going to have one of his comedian buddies come on. So I'm going to basically have all of Australia show up on this podcast at some point.
Good eye.
They got like 7 different time zones over there, I think.
Yeah.
They do?
It's like one of the craziest things ever. You could drive like a couple miles and it's like another day.
It's always kangaroo time there. That
Make sure
joke
you
just
guys-
came right back like a boomerang.
Okay. All right.
Make sure you guys please like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on so you're not missing any more of these great guests, exclusive interviews, comedic outtakes. With that being said, you all be blessed. You all be safe. We're out.